We're looking at a pair of 16mm linear rails. Day 3 of the CNC router build. Today we're going to be looking at positioning the Y-axis linear rails. Previously we've mounted the ball screw 16mm version for the Y-axis. Jumping ahead slightly, this is the area that we'll have as a working area on this CNC machine. This area, slightly smaller than the table is actually going to be. The table will be 10 inches by 10 inches. Or should I say, we'll have a working area of 10 inches by 10 inches. So, to accompany the 16mm ball screw, we've got 16mm linear rails. The rails have linear bearings which are a series of small ball bearings encapsulated within this block. The rails themselves are a high carbon steel 16mm rod attached to this alloy extrusion with cap screws, and the whole lot makes an assembly to accompany the ball screw. Why do we need it? Well, to move this ball screw along the Y-axis, we need to counteract the torque of the nut moving. As it moves along, the shaft, of course, is rotated by a stepper motor. The nut moves along the threaded part, but if we don't have any way of counteracting the torque reaction, we won't get any Y-axis movement. So the table, i.e. something along those lines, will help counteract the torque of the nut of the linear of the ball screw. So if you can visualize table for routing attached to the two linear rails by screwing the table to these linear rail followers. That'll give it rigidity, and the 16mm ball screw also attached to the table will give it motion along the Y plane. The target today is to align the linear rails on the bottom chassis alongside the ball screw. The truer I can get this, the smoother the movement. If we took it to the extreme, I mounted it like that, at some point the nut would jam and the whole thing would come to an abrupt halt. So accuracy, positioning of the linear rail in relation to the ball screw is paramount. My idea for attaching it accurately is to use a couple of these 321 blocks, engineering blocks, butt them up against the ball screw bearings. That gives me solid planes, and then if I position the linear rail so it's also butting up against the block, we should have decent alignment.